There is apparent tension in Nigeria over the arrest of a popular human rights activist, Martin's Vincent Otse aka VeryDarkMan or VDM, who was allegedly seized by Nigeria security operatives in a manner that have kept many wondering, suspecting acts of oppression and intimidation based on threats issued by the ruling political party, All Progressives Congress, APC, against the human rights activist, after the activist condemned the Nigeria Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, for traveling to Vatican in Italy to attend Pope Francis' burial ceremony, while, he said, the Senate President has failed to visit states where almost daily burial ceremonies are often held, in some states like Plateau, Benue, Kwara, Enugu and Ogun States, where gunmen, bandits are killing the Senate President fellow citizens in large numbers unabated in recent time in Nigeria. And angered by the talks, the APC South-South Zonal Organizing Secretary, Blessing Agbomhere, issued 7 days ultimatum to VeryDarkMan to apologize to the Senate President, who led 5-man federal government delegation to Rome to attend the late Catholic head funeral ceremony, but immediately, VeryDarkMan in a video issued the public apology to the victims of insecurity in the West Africa country, and in the video, he further accused and condemned the Senate President and other Nigeria leaders for being insensitivity to their institutional responsibilities of protecting lives, saying, insecurity, killing hundreds of people often in Nigeria, is as a result of leadership failure on the part of the Senate President and members of the Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led government, and surprisingly, Deji Adeyanju, the lawyer to the activist, said that VeryDarkMan was arrested at Guaranty Trust Bank, GTB in Abuja on Friday in a more dehumanizing manner, and after he was trapped at the exit door at the GTB premises for 5 minutes, some security operatives came and covered his face with a black cloth before he was led away, and for more than 48 hours, Nigeria authority is yet to issue statement over the arrest of the human rights activist who had on Friday went with her mother to the GTB bank to get clarification over the unauthorized withdrawals constantly done on his mother's savings account, after the activist suspected that someone may have used his mother's national identification number, NIN, to take loan from the GTB bank. CCTV footage apparently made available by the bank indicated that VeryDarkMan was obviously intercepted at the bank exit gate, as he was seen coming out from a vehicle and entering the bank security house, with passers-by who were about to enter the banking hall looking back with a feeling of surprise. The arrest has sparked outrage online and raised questions about the bank's alleged complicity in what critics describe as a targeted crackdown to repress the voice that can speak and speak louder. According to his legal representative, activist lawyer Deji Adeyanju, VeryDarkMan was ambushed by EFCC operatives right inside GT Bank premises. In a statement posted online, Adeyanju revealed that VDM was trapped inside the bank's exit door for over 5 minutes, a move he claims was a deliberate ploy to enable EFCC officers effect the arrest. VDM was locked inside the GT. Federal High Court sitting in Lagos State has sentenced a woman to 1 year imprisonment with no option of fine for being caught and arraigned by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, for selling or hawking Nigeria legal tender, Naira currency. The woman, according to the court ruling, had been convicted before by another court for Naira abuse. This, as another federal high court also in Lagos State convicted a man and ordered the man to forfeit to the federal government more than £8,000 he failed to declare or submit before the Nigerian Customs Service at the International Airport in Lagos, and in addition, the court sentenced the man to 6 months imprisonment with option of 200,000 Naira's fine. Details of the reports are presented verbatim below as reported and contained in the news release made available by the Public Relations Unit of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. Court jails ex-convict, one other for hawking Naira notes in Lagos. Justice Yellen Bogoro of the Federal High Court, sitting in Ikoyi, Lagos, on Friday, May 2, 2025, convicted and sentenced the duo of Folake Adeoti and Madupe Adewuyi to 1 year imprisonment, each for hawking Naira notes. They were arraigned by the Lagos Zonal Directorate 1 of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Awolowo Road, Ikoyi, Lagos on a separate one-count charge, bordering on illegal hawking of naira notes. The charge against Adeoti reads, that you, Folake Adeoti, on the 21st day of March, 2025, opposite Regency Hall, Jobi Fele, Way, Ikeja, in Lagos within the jurisdiction of this honorable court, hawked the sum of 3,850,000 nairas, 3,850,000 naira, issued by the Central Bank of Nigeria and thereby committed an offense contrary to and punishable under Section 21(4) of the Central Bank of Nigeria Act, 2007. That of Adewuyi reads, that you, Modupe Adewuyi, on the 21st day of March, 2025, at Jobi Fele Street, opposite Regency Event Center, Alausa Ikeja, in Lagos, within the jurisdiction of this honorable court, engaged in hawking the total sum of 1,600,000 nairas, 1,600,000 naira, of 500 nairas and 1,000 nairas denominations, issued by the Central Bank of Nigeria and thereby committed an offense contrary to Section 21(4) and punishable under Section 21(1) of the Central Bank of Nigeria Establishment Act, 2007. They pleaded guilty to their charges, following which prosecution counsel, ZB Atiku tendered the confessional statement as well as the money recovered from them in evidence and urged the court to convict and sentence them accordingly. The prosecution counsel further informed the court that Adeoti was an ex-convict, having been prosecuted before Justice Ibrahim Kala and convicted on the same matter of naira abuse. Justice Bogoro sentenced Adeoti to 1 year imprisonment without an option of fine. In addition, her POS machine, Edo State Police Command of Nigeria Police Force has confirmed the arrest of 95 persons in connection with the killing of more than 15 people between April 25, 2025 and now in the renewed deadly and bloody apparent supremacy secret cult war in the state among members of the Black Axe Confraternity aka Ahye, Maphite Confraternity aka Great Men and Aye Confraternity aka Airlids, which started with the killing of a physiotherapist, simply identified as Alex, and another individual at the University of Benin Teaching Hospital, UBTH Back Gate, Ugbowo, in Benin, with the Edo state government led by Governor Monday Okpebholo launching a retaliatory war against businesses and individuals allegedly aiding secret cult killings in the state, thus, sealed off Eterno Hotel, planned to demolish the hotel owned by People's Democratic Party, PDP chieftain, Honorable Matthew Idarakemwen, who was the Director General of Asuan Ogie campaign organization in the last governorship election in the state, on the ground that a particular secret cult group members gathered at the Eterno Hotel to plan their recent killings in the state, and in addition, the Edo state governor also sealed off and marked a residential building for demolition also owned by a PDP chieftain, Francis Enegbeneki. According to the police, the Edo State Police Command arrested 95 suspected cultists and recovered 2 locally made pistols, 1 single-barrel shotgun and 24 live cartridges in sustained intelligence-driven raids of their enclaves in Benin City and environs for the past week. These suspects, who belong to the notorious Maphites, Aye and Ahye confraternities, were suspected to be responsible for the cult supremacy killings in the state. The Commissioner of Police, CP Monday Agbonika, urges parents and guardians to keep a tab on the activities of their wards in order to curb the menace of cultism. He further warned youths in the state to desist from joining unlawful societies that could only dim their future and ultimately claim their lives or that of other innocent persons. 64 of the suspects have been charged to court and remanded, while investigation continues on the remaining suspects, the police command spokesperson, Moses Yamu stated. Office of the Chief Press Secretary to the Edo State Governor in a statement state that, Edo State Governor, Senator Monday Okpebholo, has issued a stern warning to landlords, declaring that his administration will not hesitate to demolish buildings linked to criminal activities such as kidnapping, cultism, and rituals. The governor emphasized his administration's resolve to ensure a crime-free environment in the state. Governor Akpabio gave the warning while personally supervising the demolition of a building located in the Ogege area of Benin City. The building was reportedly used for internet fraud and kidnapping, with victims allegedly held against their will and subjected to ritualistic practices. Visibly disturbed by what he witnessed at the site, the governor said, "I am saddened by what is happening here. Children were kidnapped and kept here for years. You can see the shrines in this apartment. This is wickedness in its highest form. This kind of evil is unacceptable in Edo State." Reaffirming his administration.
Bringing you the news in a more digital way.